It's the radio guy, Dr. Mike Prince. Welcome to a special edition here of the Mike Prince Show on the Open Mic Broadcast Network. The Southwestern Athletic Conference has the return of a good son in the form of basketball, not at Jackson State, but in Delta Country at Mississippi Valley. We introduce some and present to others none other than Coach Lindsey Hunter. How you doing today, sir?
I'm doing good. How about you?
Well, I'm blessed and highly favored, and we're thankful for this opportunity to speak with you for these brief moments here on the show. Look, we're going to get straight into this thing, man. You've had this whirlwind of 17 years in the NBA. You've coached professionally. Your roots, of course, in Jackson State. Now, you've been on the outside looking in, and you could hear the chitter and the glamour of what is and what's not on the campus of Mississippi Valley. What is the first thing that you notice on the positive side and the first thing that you notice on the negative side that you know that you can help make an impact in the change of the culture?
Well, the positive thing was facilities are really gorgeous. When players see nice gym, it just does something to these young kids, you know. And so that's been a strong drawing point for us, you know. And this, you know, the program has been down a little bit. You know, I think Sean Woods had it going really well. He went to the tournament and really has there. And that's what we're going to try to get back to. So we want to build a something special. And I've always, one of my best friends who was a coach, Will Van, we talked about this years before this happened, and our dream was, man, what if we could take the HBCU, the Sweet 16, to the Elite Eight, to the Final Four? You know, what would that look like? How would that impact not only HBCUs but the NCAA in general? You know, we've seen the smaller schools advance in the tournament, and so, you know, we feel like if we can, you know, get the right kids and put the right product out there and guys buy in, we may have the opportunity to do something special like that, and that's what we're pushing for.
Absolutely. Now, Coach, when you bring that up, I've been an advocate believing that there are two sports in particular that the HBCUs can make a huge impact in, and that's basketball and baseball. And I think it's less overhead, and I'm probably going to get run out the booth when people see me when I say this, but I think we're spending too much money on football compared to the return that we could get from basketball and baseball. That's just my opinion. Okay?
Right.
How do you respond to that?
You know, it's a delicate balance. And I've, you know, being at HBCU my entire life, I've learned a lot about, you know, the things that our programs don't have and how we have to fund our programs. And it's a tough balance. You know, nobody wants to see any program suffer, you know, whether it's the football team or you know, the basketball team or whatever. But we have to start figuring out other ways to generate revenue so, you know, no one has to suffer. And it can't solely always be on the back of the basketball program, because you're putting your team in such a hard position to be successful, and mentally for the kids, man, it's tough. And, you know, I've been through a lot. I've been on teams in the NBA that, you know, have lost 6 games in a season, so I know what that's like, and I know how to bounce back from that. When you're taking some young kids, some young men, and you're putting them out there and they're playing, you know, 15 road games against Power 5 conferences, and you know, they've been beat down the entire year, and it's hard to get them to bounce back during conference play. So, you know, there are some things that definitely need to be done. We're trying to, you know, do some different things and you know, creative ways to facilitate funding so we can get away from having to do so much of that. So hopefully we can, you know, be some trailblazers in that area also, and get our programs up to par with the rest of the country.
We're speaking right now with Lindsey Hunter, head basketball coach at Mississippi Valley Delta Devils, and you just hit on something that was critical, not just at Valley, but all, and I'm going to just lay it now just to the Southwestern Athletic Conference programs as a whole. financing. And I'm going to say a lot of the success from the Mike Davis page was going out on the road, playing these tall orders. And in theory, people say it doesn't make sense, but in the background, he was raising enough funding for the program and others to exist, as well as preparing his team for conference play. And when it comes to conference, they had, I guess, less of a challenge, if you would, to come out on top. But from hearing you, that's not going to be your game approach and your plan of attack.
Well, initially, because of the way things are set up, we're gonna have to do it in the beginning. Um, there's nothing wrong with you got to do what you have to do. I always say you got to do things you don't want to do to get to where you're trying to go. And luckily, I have Coach Davis at my disposal anytime I need him. He's been such a blessing to me, man, and he did that. But if you look back at those Texas Southern teams, they were able to build up enough talent where they were beating. They beat Michigan State. They went to some of the Power Five teams and they beat them to the point where a lot of those teams didn't want to play it. So and that's where we want to get to. We want to get to the point where we've created enough funding and we've created enough talent that teams don't want to play us. And if we can get to that point, I think we'll be headed in the right direction.
Yes, sir. Now, another one of those you just mentioned on the high risk and reward of getting that transfer student. The high reward is immediate impact type players, but the risk would be the challenge of APR as we know it today, and these guys continuing on to graduate. So I know you got a lot to work with, or should I say a lot of time to make up in a short time to get it done. Are you going to look toward the JUCO route, or do you believe in bringing in the freshmen and, if possible, redshirting them so they can develop even more to build a program, or is going to be able to put together the best team you can as quick as possible?
We have a plan and a format that we're going by, and one thing I've always learned is in scouting and recruiting, kind of similar, but you have to have a plan and you have to kind of go by that plan, but that plan may grow some tentacles and reach out a different way. We may get lucky and get a grad transfer, or we may get lucky and get a kid that's being under recruited and find a diamond in the rough. We may have to take the kids and really develop them and get them to the point where they, everybody looks like, oh, you missed on them, So there'll be several avenues that we'll take. But I think I like the direction that we're going already. The response to our program has been overwhelming. People are calling and reaching out to help. We got alums reaching out to help. It's been really, really refreshing to me to see so many people that care about the school and care about the athletics and the enough to want to help. And anytime you get that, it's encouraging, and it's definitely been encouraging for us so far.
Absolutely. Once again, we're speaking with Lindsey Hunter, newly acquired basketball coach for Mississippi Valley State. Now, Coach, I know for NCAA Division I, there are 13, I believe, scholarships for the men and 15 for women. Where does Valley sit as far as scholarships available for your program?
Yeah, we have full scholarships. We've got that in place, and so that's a good thing for us. And we're gonna try to use them wisely. Of course, we want to kind of stagger our recruiting. We don't want to bring in too many young guys, and we want to mix it up where we can have guys that can kind of mentor the young guys and have some older guys on the team that can help us along the way, as well as have some young talented guys. So, we'll be going the high school route as well as the JUCO route, and probably the transfer route if we can get lucky and get a stud transfer in. So, we won't even count out going international if we can. All those things are in play with us, and if we can get some guys and we feel like they're good enough that we can take them in and they can sit out for a year and get better, then we'll do that also. We're going to utilize every avenue to assure our program is growing and we can be successful now as well as in the future.
I am thoroughly excited to hear that you have the 13 available scholarships. Was that part of your negotiating piece to become the coach at Valley?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So you got to even the plan. You got to give me something to work with, right, in order to get something done.
Right. And Dr. Briggs and Ms. Forkey have been outstanding in wanting to put a successful product out there. They want to win, and I want to win as well. And we all realize there are some things that we have to do to put ourselves in position to win. And so they are willing to do a lot of different things to help me. And in turn, it's my job to put a product out there that they can be proud of.
Absolutely. Now, Coach, you and I both know that when you in Mississippi, anywhere toward that Delta and Jackson, there is a good old heated rivalry between Jackson State and Mississippi Valley. And number one, did any of your alumni feel like you have crossed over into enemy line? And I know for a fact that whatever we do in life, some are going to be excited, some are not going to be excited. What would be your response to those who might be doubting this move at this moment?
Well, to those who think I crossed the line or whatever, Jackson had the same opportunity that Mississippi Valley had. So I don't see what line I crossed. Maybe it's the line that they should have crossed. So
okay,
it works both ways. So but I'm happy where I am, and hopefully we can build something special here. And this is my home now. This is where I'll be. I'm dedicated. The year and the year that I've signed on my contract to be, at Valley, and I'm going to give my all to make sure that we have something special. I'm not, Jackson State didn't, reach out to me to be their coach, and that's fine. They have a coach. So I'm at Valley, and it's always been a rivalry with Valley, Jackson State, and Alcorn. It'll be that way until the end of time.
Yes, sir. So, and don't forget Pine Bluff, man.
Pine Bluff also. My guy, George Ivory over there. So it'll be fun. It'll be fun, and we just want to put a product out there that we can be proud of, and of course, we want to win.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now, the name of the game is always recruiting, Coach, and I think this is just from outside looking in. Do you see now a shifting of the guard with a slight movement toward the inside lane for Valley basketball, knowing that you have a relatively fresh name from the NBA when you go into the homes of these young men, that you could tickle their interest enough to really consider a long, hard look at Valley now when it comes to recruiting?
Absolutely. It's and I'm a straight shooter with people when I go recruit their kids, because I have kids, and my approach may be a little different than some coaches, but it works for me, and I think I'm getting a great response from parents as well as the kids, and I'm very honest and upfront and truthful with parents as well as the kids, and as a coach, as a parent, that's what I would want a coach. I would want a coach to be very upfront, very transparent with me, and that's what I try to do. And I think they appreciate that, and it has opened up some doors that initially I just thought couldn't happen, but there have been some truly blessings, coming our way, and we're going to continue that trend, and we're going to continue to push forward and see if we can a couple of diamonds in the rough, as they call it.
Yes, sir. Look, I'm thinking now out loud, a negotiating piece for you to get a kid. Hey, you sign with me, I give you my autograph and a selfie.
Hey, the funny thing about it is how you know you're old. They have to Google you to figure out who you are.
Well, to see if you're legit, right, man? Wait a minute. Now, for all intents and purposes now, I'm 52 years old, and I could actually remember playing with the Pistons on the PS system. and you were my guy on the system. So look, they had just a heck of an assist, man, and you can hit the open shot. Sometimes they've had it too easy for you to get picked. You remember that?
Now, you know what? I stopped playing those video games when my kids got to the point where I couldn't challenge them. I was like, no, this is not for me.
So you took your toys and went on home, huh?
Yeah. I'm like, that's not for me. That's for the young people. That's really too complicated. Now you have to have 4 doctor's degrees to play these games.
I know, and it's a career now. These guys actually getting paid as much as you and I to play these games, man. I guess we were born in a different era.
Totally different.
Yes, sir. Look, we've been speaking with head basketball coach Lindsey Hunter of the Mississippi Valley Delta Devils. We do welcome you back home to the Southwestern Athletic Conference. As customary here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network and the Mike Prince Show, we like to give our guests some final thoughts and comments. And now, sir, the floor is all yours.
I just want to thank everybody for being so welcoming to me in the Delta. And I promise that I'm going to give it my all. I'm going to work diligently, man, to put a great product out there. And I just thank God for all the people that have, called and encouraged me. And still to this day, people are calling and encouraging me and trying to help Valley return back to prominence. And eventually we're going to get there. We're going to work hard at it. We're going to get there.
Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. The rise of the Devils back in the Delta. Coach Lindsey Hunter will be the man at the helm to try to rise the Valley Devils back to prominence in the Southwestern Athletic Conference and the world of basketball. I am the radio guy, Dr. Mike Prince. As always, you guys can follow us on our social media handles at Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at The Mike Prince Show. YouTube channel is Open Mic Broadcast Network. And don't forget our website, obnradio.com. And until the next time, you guys be blessed. We'll see you on the other side.